Hi everyone, happy Monday. It's Laura Milligan and I am here for my weekly Facebook Live. Thank you for joining me. Today I have a beautiful card that I'm going to share featuring the Stars at Night bundle from our current mini catalog. It's so pretty. If you're there, give me a shout out. I'm going to go ahead and switch my camera view down and just get things started. Let's see here. Okay, and let me see. If you're there, say hi. I know it takes a minute to connect. And I'm going to start by, I have a couple things I want to show you. There's Mary Jo. Hi, Mary Jo. So this was the card. Hi, Jan. This is the card that I made last week, and it features the beautiful new Garden Meadow bundle and the Meandering Meadows Designer Series paper. And I just wanted to show this to you quickly because you're going to be able to purchase this on November 7th. This is going to be an online exclusive. I have a feeling this paper is going to go really fast because it is just gorgeous. So if you want this, November 7th is the day. You can get this in my online store. So there's, hi Colleen, hi Susie Q, hi Crystal, hi Terry. Yeah, it's gorgeous here today, isn't it? It's just a beautiful day. Okay, and then I received 2 cards in the mail last week. This is from my friend Colleen. It's a cute Halloween card. It's hard to believe that Halloween was last week, but it was. And she did this adorable little pop-up. Look how fun that is. Thank you, Colleen, for that. That's super cute. Love that. I love Halloween. And then I got this from my friend Kathy, who is always so sweet and thoughtful. And it has number 23 on there. She sent this because I had shared with my customer base that I had ranked 23 in the United States in Stampin' Up! For sales. And so I just shared that because I feel so grateful, and the only reason that happened is because of all of you and all those of you that support me by ordering from me, by signing up for my classes, and coming to my events. I am so grateful for you, and so Kathy made this cute card. Super cute and just fun. She always does fun things on the inside as well. So thank you, Kathy, for that, and thank you all for the support that you give me in my business, because again, I could not get that recognition without all of you. I also was recognized for earning the incentive trip, which is to an all-inclusive resort in Mexico. And then I was recognized for hitting $1.3 million in career sales, which is crazy. That blows my mind. That's just crazy. But anyway, very exciting. So thank you again for all your support. I'm so very grateful. So I want to point out this host code here. Hey, Shelly, how are you? Hi, Myra. Hi, Anne-Marie. So my host code, if you place an online order during the month of November, you want to use this host code. They will ask you if you have a host code. You want to put this number in. You can always find it on my blog, which is lauramilligan.com. It's over on the right-hand side, so you can see that and put that in with your order. If your order is $50 or more, I will send you a surprise along with a hand-stamped card. This month, my gift is a surprise embellishment because I'm waiting to see what comes available. I couldn't pick anything, so it's going to be a surprise. It's going to be a surprise to me too, actually, because I need to see what's available. But it'll be something nice and brand a new embellishment. Okay, so I want to talk to you about the Stars at Night card class to go. Registration is open. Originally, I had planned to close it on November 10th, but I've had a big response and I needed to cut off the reservations a little bit earlier, registration a little bit earlier. So it's closing tomorrow at noon. So if you are interested in this class, and I will tell you, these cards are stunning. The navy and the cream and the gold. This is a class that I have partnered together with my Canadian demonstrator friend Sherry, and the cards are gorgeous. Beautiful Christmas cards. So if today and tomorrow by noon is when this registration closes. So if you're interested, don't delay. So I want to talk about this bundle, and I'm going to use this bundle to make a card today. So here's what it looks like. So this has these 3 parts to it. This is a bundle that has a hybrid embossing folder. And you've seen me use these before, but I always want to talk a little bit about them when I use these, just to kind of give you a little bit of an explanation. So the stamp set is just like a regular stamp set. And then we have the dies. And so with the dies, of course, there's certain different shapes, stars. Here's a word banner, some leaves, different sizes of stars. This really neat, like starburst kind of thing. And then this piece, which is 3 stars together, this is the hybrid part of this whole collaboration here or whatever. And then you have an embossing folder. Now the embossing folder you can use as a regular embossing folder, and just, put your cardstock in, close it up, run it through your die cutting machine. And I have already done this one. So it's going to come out look how pretty that is. There's so much detail on this. There's a better view. There's all kinds of little stars, and then of course the big stars. The other thing you can do with these, and I'm going to do this for you so you can see. Do you hear Charlie behind me? He's ruffling up his blanket. I always say he's building a nest. He likes it all scrunched up, and he has to get it just right. That's what he's doing right now. He sounds like he's crying, but he isn't. So I'm going to bring this in. Let me make some more room here. It's probably going to be kind of hard for you to see because I have my camera pretty close here, but I wanted to just explain and show you. Charlie's had a big day today. He's worn out. He had a spa appointment. He got I always say a manicure, pedicure, shave, and a haircut, which he does not like, but so he is worn out. So I am going to use this die that has the 3 stars on it, and I'm going to put it on the side of my embossing folder that says Stampin' Up! On it. You can also, this part is like sunken in. This part of the embossing folder pops up, so you want to put it on the side that's sunken in, and this is going to just snap right in there. It doesn't fit real tight, but it's not going to go anywhere. And then I'm going to take my gold foil, and I'm just going to close this up. And this is a 3D embossing folder, which means it's extra thick. And so when you use a 3D embossing folder, let me show you on this. I need an extra hand, right? So with the 3D embossing folder, you probably can't read this, but you're going to use your base plate and then your platform number 4, which is right here. And they suggest that you put the fold where the embossing folder folds. They ask that you put that in first, and then I'm just going to use my plate here. My finger's stuck. And then I'm just going to crank this through. And this is the coolest thing. So what it's going to do is not only emboss, but it also cuts these 3 stars out, just like that. And I will say, so look how cool, isn't that cool? So the first time I did this, I'm going to tell you the truth here. I was afraid to do this because I thought, how in the world is this, I'm going to put this through my die cutting machine, and how in the world is this not going to cut through the back of this folder? And I don't know what the secret is, but it doesn't do it. It just cuts these out and embosses them at the same time. I thought that was pretty cool. So we've had a couple of these hybrid embossing folders before, but look at the detail on these stars. Aren't they cool? I think it's just a really, really cool thing. I'm going to use this one for my card today, so I'm going to set that aside for a minute, and then these I'll just save for another project. And I love to do these stars in the gold foil because they look like sparkly sparkly stars. Okay, so I'm going to use, let me pull out my little packet here. And I love that, you know, it would be cool if it just even cut them out, but it's cool that, you know, you get that embossed look. So I'm going to take a panel of Very Vanilla. This is a regular, and it is 4 by 5 1/4. And then I have my card base. I always use thick vanilla or white, thick white, basic white for my card bases. It's just a little bit heavier. Score it down the middle, fold it in half. You know how to do that. And then I just have some random little strips here. I'm just going to lay these out. This is a good thing to do with your scraps. Okay, so let me get my glue. Hope you all had a good weekend. Did anybody do anything fun? Let's see, I'm going to start with this. And I honestly, there's no rhyme or reason to this. I'm just going to kind of stagger them. They're all about a 1/2 inch wide. And I want them, I don't want it to be straight lined up all the way across. I'm going to stagger them up and down on this panel. Like that. So I'm doing the blue, the vanilla. Oh, and I want to show you a little bit bigger piece. This is 12 by 12 DSP. I have the packet here. Let's see, I'll do another vanilla. Oh, Deb says she cleaned up the yard. Yeah, that's that time of year, right? You're smart to do it now, though, than before the snow hits and it gets cold. I'm going to go down there like that for this one. And then the last one is another blue strip. Yeah, and I'll do that right there like that. Okay, so there I have that panel. And let me show you all the paper. This is the Shining Brightly. It's specialty paper because it has the gold, sparkly gold. It's really pretty. It is one-sided. It's not double-sided. But you have these gorgeous patterns in the blue. And every one of these is a specialty paper. It has the gold foiling on it. And then you have these in the vanilla. Gorgeous, gorgeous paper. Oh, Marian, you sang in a concert benefiting Christmas Santa. And that's fun. I don't think I knew you were a singer, Marianne. That's fun. So that is the Shining Brightly specialty paper. And if you do register for our class, you're going to get that paper, and you're going to get this gorgeous, gorgeous ribbon. I'm going to do some stamping now. I am using this long skinny phrase, celebrating the magic of the season. And I'm going to stamp that on here. It's just a real little narrow strip. See if I can see well enough to do this. I think it's going to be crooked. Let's see how I did. Oh, it's not too bad. Actually, it's kind of straight. Kind of straight. And then while I have my ink out, I'm going to set that aside for a minute. While I have my ink out, I'm going to go ahead and stamp on the inside Merry Christmas. So if you take our class, you're going to get 6 different card ideas. And like I said, they are really striking. They are beautiful, beautiful cards. So that's the inside of my card. And I have a little strip here. This was a scrap, and I just thought that would be pretty. Don't throw those little pieces away. There's a lot of ways you can use them. So I'm just going to add that to the bottom of the inside of my card. Okay. All right. So let's put this together. So I'm going to start by just attaching this panel, and I think I'm going to pop it up. Let me get my dimensionals. seems I've gotten a bit of blue ink on my hands, and it's getting a couple places where I don't want it to be, but that's okay. Just gonna go with it. Okay, so I'm just gonna set this here like this. Then I'm gonna take my Stampin' Seal, and I'm just gonna run a little line across there like that. And I'm going to attach this gorgeous, gorgeous ribbon. This is all part of the class too. You would get this as part of your products in the class. The ribbon is just so pretty. I love this ribbon. I want to put it on everything. And I'm just going to snip the end like that. Look at this. I'm sure that even seeing it on the camera doesn't do it justice, but it's so sparkly and glittery. It's really, really pretty. Then I'm going to just snip this a little bit. There we go. Okay. Then I'm just going to add the words, and I am not going to pop them up since I popped the whole panel up. I'm going to go ahead and trim this just a bit though. Just close to the... Oh, Debbie said she had a Christmas card class and one of the gifts was your delicious caramel corn. I shared the recipe for this caramel corn. I haven't made any yet this year, but it's really, really good. I'm glad everybody liked it. Okay, so there we have that. And then to finish it off, I'm just going to add this star, and I'm going to pop this up with dimensionals, and look how beautiful that is. I think for this, I'm going to get my minis out. Put those right there, like that. Yes, I love the ribbon too. Oh, it's just so pretty. Yeah, so Debbie, now you're making me hungry for that caramel corn. I've been trying to resist making it. Okay, so then I'm going to put this star just here. I think I'll put it about right there like that. And look how beautiful that is. Now, we have star trinkets that are not orderable right now, but I have a couple extra packs, and those that registered early, like the first ones that registered, are going to get some of these as just a little added incentive. And so I didn't want to use these packs because I want to give them to the people taking the class. But I did have one single one left from my stash here, and I'm just going to put it right on the center here of this star, and it just kind of finishes the whole thing. Look how, I'm going to hold it up so you can see. Look how pretty that is. Can you see that? There you go. There it is. It's just really pretty and makes it so pretty. And then there's the inside of your card, and that is it. Now what I would do, one thing that's really fun, of course, is to take the embossing folder. You could emboss the flap of your envelope. I think probably with this, which I love to do, I would probably do that. The other thing you can do, which I have shown you before, let me see if I can find an envelope. Yep. You can take the designer series paper and put it on the flap. I usually use, I think it's like 2 3/4 inch by 6 inches, and you glue it on the flap, and then you take your paper snips, and you've all seen me do that before. You know how to do that, but that would be a stunning looking envelope. So there's my card. There's a little smudge of ink there, so I'm just going to hold my finger over that while I show you this up close. There it is. So I hope you like this card. I'm going to switch my camera view. If you're interested in this class, don't delay, because like I said, registration, I had to cut it off early because it's almost full. There's only so many people I can prepare for, and it's almost full. So if you're interested, register. You got to get registered sooner rather than later, because it's going to close at noon tomorrow. And I will not be going live next week. I'm going to be with my family, and so I won't be going live. And then the next week is the week of Thanksgiving, but I will be in touch between now and then, and probably checking in with you and sharing anything new that's coming in the Stampin' Up! News. But anyway, I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope you all have a great week, and I hope that you have time to do some crafting. And as always, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have time to be creative today. Bye-bye, my friends. Take care.